Hello, thank you for joining me. This practice is a flow motion practice. The intention is to integrate mindfulness into our movement practice. We'll include a lot of the poses that we've explored already in the course of these last practices together. We'll begin lengthening the breath. Without forcing, can you allow the inhalations to be between 4 to 5 seconds and the exhalations between 8 to 10 seconds? Feeling the inhalations expanding your sides, the front, the back of your body. Imagining them traveling all the way down the length of your spine. And as you exhale, the exhale begins deep in the hips at the base of the spine and travels slowly all the way up and out the nose. Feeling the natural spaces that exist in between each breath. We continue with an excerpt by meditation teacher Jon Kabat-Zinn, who said that mindfulness practice means that we commit fully in each moment to be present, inviting ourselves to interact with this moment in full awareness, with compassion for what we find, with non-judgment. The next time you inhale, we'll extend the arms up, and as you exhale, guide the hands to the heart. A reminder to be gentle with yourself and your practice. We'll continue warming up the feet. We'll take the back of your right thigh with both hands. And when you inhale, we're going to curl your toes towards your face. As you exhale, first point your foot up and then the toes curl. So you can imagine you're pulling weeds with the toes. So first the foot points to your face and lastly the toes. And then the foot points up to the ceiling and lastly the toes. So we'll try 2 more. Try to think of creating this wave-like motion through your foot, so the toes are always completing the movement. And now we're going to begin to circle your ankle. But can you make the circle as big as possible with control without moving your knee? So try to go slow. And we'll just do 4 in one direction. Once you've done 4, I'm going to take your hands behind your head, lift your shoulder blades, and as you inhale, extend your right leg forward. As you exhale, use your core muscles to lift the leg again. If you want something harder, the left knee can be bent 90 degrees. So you choose, and we'll do 5. Inhale, the right leg goes down any amount. Exhale, use your core to do the lifting of the leg. Try not to pull on the neck. Use your core to lift the chest. The hands are just there for support. Now extend your arms forward. Really reach the arms forward. Engage the abdominal muscles. Reach forward through the fingertips and then release. So relax for a moment, and we're going to finish the circles with your right foot, right ankle. Slow circles in the opposite direction. You can always have your hands holding your leg. And when we do things fast, it doesn't mean that we're able to do them slow. So slowing down the movement really requires us to use the muscles. When you've done 4, extend your left leg up, take your shoulder blades off the ground, and as you inhale, extend your left leg forward. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, the left leg goes down. Exhale as you lift. Option to bend your right knee 90 degrees. You choose what's best. Try to think about keeping the shoulder blades off the ground, using the core to do the lifting of the leg. After this last set, extend your left leg forward and reach your arms forward. So really keep the shoulder blades off the ground. And when you're done, release. And any movements that feel nice for you, maybe swaying the knees, moving the hips. And we'll get ready to do the same movement with your left leg. So first, it's the foot that will point towards your face, followed by the toes, and the foot points up, followed by the toes. Think about that wave-like motion through the foot and move slowly. Follow your breath. 4 total. So curl your toes as much as you can at the end of each movement. Now we go into the circles. Circle the ankle as big as you can without moving your knee. Once you've done 4, relax a moment and switch directions. So these look really easy, but it's not that easy. I have more trouble with the left side than the right. It takes a bit of focus. And once you've done 4 in each direction, don't rush. Relax. Shake the legs, shake the feet, shaky, shaky. Whatever feels good for you. And we're just going to start to roll forward and back. Keep the spine round as you can. Keep the knees into the chest and use your abdominal muscles to do the rolling. Keep rolling forward and back. And the next time you come forward, just going to step back and come into a tabletop position, but with your feet flat behind you and the knees slightly farther back behind you than your hips. From here, we're going to inhale into cow pose. As you exhale, round your spine, engage the abdominal muscles, and lift your knees off of the ground. Imagine creating a rounding through the entire spine. Knees down, inhale, cow pose, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, keep the rounded spine and lift the knees. Push the fingertips and knuckles down. Then 2 more. Inhale into extension. Exhale as you round. Press evenly through your hands, lift the knees. Press the elbows towards each other. Last cycle. Exhale, round. Feel the connection to your legs and the core. Press the fingertips into the ground. And release. Take a moment to rest. We're going to stretch the wrists, pointing the fingertips towards your knees and going forward and back 10 times. At the end of your 10th cycle, we'll take a break. And when you're ready, the back of the hand, either one at a time or two at the same time, side to side. If it feels okay, you can have the fingertips pointing to your knees. Remember to keep the shoulders away from the ears, keep the breath calm. And after 10, just relaxing a moment. And we'll come into a downward dog when you feel ready. Taking a few moments, feeling the breath in your torso. And the next time you inhale, we'll come into plank pose. As you exhale, we'll lower slowly to the ground. Once you're there, we're going to bend your elbows at 90 degrees and point your pinkies inwards. Feel the connection of the shoulder blades to the back. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale as you release the chest down. Keeping the legs engaged. Focus on pressing the shoulder blades against the upper back. Neck is neutral. One more. From here, once you lift your chest, we're going to extend your arms forward and then take your arms back, bending them. Inhale, extend the arms forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the shoulder blades down your back. One more. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, slide the shoulder blades down the back, and pause with your arms behind you. Try to keep the neck as relaxed as you can, in line with the rest of your spine. And we'll release. Take a moment to stretch your back and rest in child's pose. And the next time you inhale, we'll come forward onto your hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. As you inhale, we'll come forward to plank. Stay here or bend your elbows any amount for a push-up, coming back up to plank and downward dog. The next time you inhale, rolling forward again onto plank, and this time we lower all the way to the ground. Placing the hands as you like for cobra, coming up into cobra as you inhale. Noticing where you feel the breath in the pose. Noticing what can be relaxed. As you exhale or release, tuck the toes and we'll come back into a child's pose. From here, as you inhale, roll forward again onto hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. From your downward dog, on your next exhalation, either step or hop to the front of your mat, folding when you get there. Inhale, we'll lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down again. The next inhalation, lift the chest halfway. And from here, we bend the knees and get ready to come all the way up to standing as you inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Follow your breath. As you inhale, we'll lift the arms up. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, we lift the chest halfway. As you exhale, left foot goes back, left knee to the ground. Inhaling as the arms extend up. Option to interlace the fingertips. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, take the arms behind you like an airplane. Leave your right hand on your lower back and lift the left arm up. Engage through the core to extend through the spine, through the arm. As you exhale, we'll release your left hand down to the ground, tucking your back toes. We're going to extend the right arm straight up. The back leg, if it's okay, you can bring it onto the side like it's in a side plank. Push through the right foot as you reach through the arm. When you exhale, we're going to release either downward dog or downward dog with your right leg extending up towards the ceiling. Exhale, guide the right knee towards your right arm. Inhale as you extend back again. 2 more times with your breath. Exhale the right knee towards the left arm. Pause. Inhale, extending the leg. Exhale, right knee to right arm. Inhale, extending back. As you exhale, bring your right knee to the left arm one last time. Inhale, reach it back and set the foot down. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower to the ground. Inhaling into cobra. Feeling the strength of your legs. The neck relaxed, the breath calm. As you exhale, we'll release, tucking the toes. We'll come back into a child's pose. As you inhale, rolling forward into tabletop, cow pose, extend the spine. Exhale, downward dog. From your downward dog, the next time that you exhale, we'll step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, lifting the chest. We're going to bend the knees as you inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. It's like a little check-in with yourself that you're here and you're okay. As you inhale, we'll extend the arms up again. Extend through the spine. And as you exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, we'll lift the chest halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back, right knee down for a low lunge. Inhaling as the arms extend. Feel the strength in your legs and core so that you can reach through the spine. As you exhale, take the arms back behind you. Leave your left hand on your lower back. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky or to the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to release your right arm and hand down to the ground. The back heel can be up, or if it's okay, flip your back foot like it's in a side plank and reach the right arm up. Press firmly down through the left heel so you can lift the hips and reach through the arm. As you exhale, we're going to release. And either downward dog or downward dog, extending your left leg up and back. So just remember that this can also be done with your knee on the ground as I'm showing here, if that's better for you. The next time you exhale, take your left leg towards your left arm and pause. Push through the hands. Inhale as you extend back. Exhale, knee to the right arm. Pause. Inhale, and with the breath, the leg extends. Exhale, knee to left arm. Exhale, knee to right arm. Releasing after this one. And as you inhale, coming forward into plank pose. Exhale, lowering slowly to the ground. Just taking a moment to settle the breath. In this position, maybe feeling the breath directed into the back, into your sides. And we'll bring the hands about shoulders level, and then slowly peel the spine off the ground, coming into cobra. Feeling the shoulder blades pressing against the back, the neck relaxed. And as you exhale, releasing down. From here, coming back into child's pose. Stay here, or as you inhale, rolling forward, cow pose. Exhale, downward dog. And feeling the connection of your hands, of your feet. The next time that you exhale, we'll step or hop to the front of your mat. And once you're there, we'll lift the chest halfway. As you exhale, bend the knees, and inhale, come all the way up to standing and hold on to your left wrist. We're going to come into a side bend, side bending to the right. Strong in the legs, feeling the breath in this side bend. Inhale to center and exhale, side bend over to the left. As you inhale, coming back to center and over to the right. Moving from your core back to center, side bending to the left. As you inhale, come back to center, release the arms, and interlace them behind your back. Pressing the knuckles against the lower back, we're going to draw the elbows in and back as you reach the chest up. You can imagine a big smile all across the chest, lots of space. You can imagine breathing underneath your armpits, across your chest. And as you exhale or release, you're going to get ready for a balancing pose. And it really helps me to think about pressing down from the little toe all the way to the inner heel, and from the big toe all the way to the outer heel. So you're forming this X, and it helps to awaken all the muscles in the arch, the ankle. So try to think about that, and we'll lift your left knee and the arms as well. Without using your hands, can you use the strength of your hips to place your left foot in a tree pose? From here, we'll take your left hand, the thumb connected to your index, your middle finger, onto your left thigh. I'm going to add a gentle side bend, opening the side of your right side as you lean to the left. From here, we're going to open the arms. Open them wide, feeling lots of space across the chest. And whenever you inhale again, we'll extend your left leg straight forward. If that's not okay, feel free to bend it. Imagine lifting the leg from your core. From here, as you exhale, take your left leg all the way back with control, if you can, through Warrior 3 or airplane pose. Press firmly to the right heel. Imagine reaching the chest, the top of the head forward. Option to extend your arms forward if you feel okay. Notice the breath. Slowly step your left foot all the way back, taking the left knee to the ground. As you inhale, arms extend up. Interlace the fingers and extend through the spine. As you exhale, hinge your arms back. Take your right hand to your lower back and the left arm extends. This time lift your back knee. Strong in the legs. You're going to add a side bend, leaning over to the right. Open the left side of your body. As you exhale, place your left hand onto the ground. Come into this hip opener. The back heel may be in a side plank position. Right arm extends. From here, we're going to come into side plank. Please feel free to bring a knee on the ground for extra support. If you feel okay, maybe coming into a tree pose in your side plank. Focus on keeping the hips up, keeping them connected, strong. Notice the breath. At the end of your breath, gently release. Please rest or, keeping your tree pose, point the knee down to the ground and use your hips to lift the knee again in tree pose. Knee goes down, the hips and the core open the knee again. One more, knee points down, open, and now reach that right leg up and back, maybe bending the knee and stretching the front of the hip by pointing the knee to the ceiling. As you exhale, we'll release and we'll bring your knees down to the ground. We'll come into a child's pose and interlace your hands behind your back. As you inhale, come all the way up onto your knees. Imagine a wave from your tailbone all the way up the spine. Chest extends up as the arms reach down. The neck is relaxed. The breath relaxed. As you exhale, we'll release and bring your hands forward into Anahatasana. So you can have your fingertips or the palms flat on the ground as you prefer. Just imagine lots of length through your spine. At the end of your breath, we'll get ready for plank pose. Inhaling as you come into plank. As you exhale, lowering all the way down to the ground. Taking the arms slightly out, if that feels nice for you, we're going to exhale to lift the chest into a cobra. See if you can find the balance between the strength in the legs and in the core, so your spine can extend freely. But then feeling the breath, relaxing the neck. When you exhale, we'll release. Bring the hands towards your chest. And come back into a child's pose. And as you inhale, we'll come forward into cow pose, extending the spine. Exhale, downward dog. And hopping forward with control, I think, has a lot to do with our brain being familiar with the movement and also us being curious and playing around. So as you exhale, maybe give a little hop forward, bending the knees, and then go back again. Or just play around with this, hopping, and if you pause, holding the knees bent. We'll just end up hopping to the front of the mat. As you inhale, we'll lift the chest halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. And as you inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. From here, the next time that you inhale, we'll extend the arms up, interlacing your hands. You're going to start to circle over to the left with your upper back, and then circle forward, to the right, and up again. So drawing big circles, moving the neck with the spine. One more time. At the end of the second circle, switching directions. Over to the right. Maybe exhaling as you round, going over to the left. Don't forget to extend the spine at the top. One more. And as you exhale, hands to the heart. Feeling the X in the left foot. Just try to imagine rooting down through those two lines. We'll lift the right knee and the arms. Without using your hands, bring your right foot wherever you can for tree pose. The right hand will come to rest on your right thigh as we gently open the left side of your body. I feel one of the best advices for balancing is a calm, even rhythm with the breath. Notice all the tiny movements that your ankle has to make in order to maintain balance. Balance is this constantly dynamic thing that's changing all the time, and we have to adapt to it. We're going to open the arms out to the sides, feeling the breath. When you're ready, lift your right leg, straighten it, or not. As you exhale, guide the right leg slowly all the way back for airplane pose or warrior 3. So this pose is not easy. Shaking is normal. Can you meet whatever you feel with a calm rhythm of the breath as best you can? Lengthening your exhalations. Pressing down through the left heel. As you exhale, slowly step your right foot all the way back, taking your right knee down to the ground. As you inhale, arms extend up, interlace the fingers and extend through the spine. As you exhale, hinge the arms back. Place your right hand to your back and lift the left arm up, reaching through the spine. As you exhale, reach your right arm back and get ready to come all the way up, lifting your back knee and lifting the chest from the strong foundation of your legs, extending the spine up. Allow the neck to stay relaxed, neutral. And we'll add a side bend, reaching the arm to the left. Notice the difference if your butt stays active As you exhale, we'll release. Get ready for this hip opener. Shifting your left foot out, the back heel goes down. As you exhale, any plank that feels okay for you. Option to try a tree pose side plank. Notice the breath. A rapid breath is our body communicating to us that maybe we could benefit from a rest. As you exhale, if you're still in the tree pose, maybe bring it forward into plank. Everything connected. Inhale, the knee points down. Exhale, take it out again. Inhale, knee down. Exhale to lift. One more, knee down. Exhale, lift the knee and take your leg up and back, opening the hips. Stable in the shoulders. Lengthen the exhalations. As you inhale, we'll extend your left leg. Exhale, set your left foot down. Take the knees down. Child's pose. From here, hands interlaced behind your back. Maybe the index finger pointing down. Roll the spine up into a camel pose. The legs, the core are stable, strong in this pose to extend the chest. Option to have the hands to the heels if that feels nice for you. Try to imagine creating lots of length through the spine in this back bend. Even out the curve of the back bend as best you can. As you exhale, we're going to release and take a moment sitting on the heels. As you exhale, we're going to gently turn your chin to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, turn to the left, over your left shoulder. Again, looking over your right shoulder. Up and over your left shoulder. Once you come back to center, maybe any movements that feel nice for you. And we'll come on to hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. As you inhale, coming forward into plank. Exhale, lower slowly to the ground. From here, we'll bend your knees, bringing your heels and feet together. Squeeze the heels together as you lift the thighs off of the ground, using the hips and the glutes. Then we'll interlace the hands behind your back, and as you exhale, gently lift the chest and reach the chest forward in space. So there's a lot going on. We're squeezing the heels or feet together as we keep the knees apart, thighs lifted. At the same time, extending the chest forward. Just breathing through the nose, relaxing the neck. And as you exhale, we'll release and rest. And we're going to bring the forearms to the ground in a Sphinx pose. And in the Sphinx pose, we're just going to start making some gentle movements with your head and your neck. Just whatever feels nice for you. Maybe it's circles. You're turning your head left and right. Please stay in Sphinx pose, or you can lift the elbows off the ground, Press the elbows in towards each other. As the shoulders, they roll out, away from the center of your chest. So you're trying to feel the connection of your shoulder blades pressing against your upper back. To help us lengthen the spine, the legs, the core are gently active. As always, the neck relaxed. As you exhale or release the elbows down to the ground, and then take your palms together. I'm going to get ready to come into dolphin pose. Please feel free to keep your feet on the ground or try any variations that you like. From the practice that we did earlier on, the pinch up practice, maybe you can practice one of those movements. Or maybe practice keeping a calm breath with both feet on the ground, working on strengthening. So we're going to try between 5 to 10 breaths. As always, coming down sooner if you need to. Keeping the elbows firmly pressing down into the ground and the shoulders away from the ears. Focusing on lengthening the exhalations. Whenever you are ready, we're going to release, bringing the knees down to the ground. Maybe resting, sitting on your heels. Just taking a moment, any gentle movements you feel your body would like in the neck and the shoulders. Just taking a moment to allow the breath to settle. We're going to get ready to twist to the right, taking your right arm up and back behind you, left hand to your left leg. And then switching over to the left. And at the end of this twist, we'll release and come onto the hands and knees. And downward dog. And the next time that you exhale, just come to the front of your mat, however you want. Folding for a moment once you get there. Relaxing the head. Relaxing the shoulders. Allowing the weight of your head and arms to pull the spine down. And we're going to bend the knees. And as you keep the knees bent, we'll roll slowly all the way up to standing, ending with the arms. And as you exhale, hands to the heart. And from here, we're going to inhale to a chair pose. As you exhale, we'll take your hands behind your back, interlacing. In chair pose with the clasp, we're going to twist to the left, gently stretching the shoulders back in the twist, keeping the left side of your neck long. As you inhale, coming to center, exhale as you twist to the right. As you inhale, we'll come back to center, keeping the clasp if it's okay. We'll lift your left knee. Option to extend the leg. From here, as you exhale, take your left leg all the way back into airplane pose. Focus on reaching the chest forward as you reach your left leg back. Core stays active. Slowly, we're going to control the descent, coming into a high lunge. In your high lunge, we'll take your hands behind your head, resting your head on your thumbs. Can you reach the elbows up, extending through the spine? The elbows are pressing slightly in towards each other as you lift the chest. Exhale to release. You're going to step back into a downward dog. Inhale as you come to plank. Pause in plank or add a push-up. Coming back to plank as you exhale and downward dog. Inhale, we'll roll forward again into plank, and this time we'll lower slowly to the ground. Once you're there, hands out wide for cobra, if that's nice for you. And as you exhale, releasing from cobra and coming back into a child's pose. As you inhale, we're going to come forward into cow pose. Extend the spine. Exhale, cow pose. One more inhalation, cow pose. And as you exhale, downward dog. As you inhale, we'll extend the right leg up. And as you exhale, guide the right knee to the right armpit and slide the knee down behind your wrist. As you exhale, pull the knee up again to the armpit. So inhale, slide the knee down. As you exhale, use your core to slide the knee up again. One more. Inhale, touch the ground. Exhale, the core pulls your knee up towards the armpit and then all the way back. Extending your leg up, we'll exhale to bring your right foot forward and set your left knee down. Inhale as you come all the way up into a high lunge. Exhale, take the arms back behind you like an airplane. Keep your right hand on your back and inhale, the left arm extends up. As you exhale, take the left hand down to the ground. With your back heel up, we'll come into a twist, extending your right arm up towards the sky. So really feel the connection of your right foot in the ground, the stability of your legs. And we're going to slowly start to lift your left hand off the ground, opening the arms to the sides. As you exhale, take your right arm and just sweep it forward, parallel to your left arm. As you exhale, let it go back again, inhaling as you open into the twist. With your breath, exhale, gently the arm goes down. Inhale as you arrive. Exhale through the transition. Inhale as you open the arms. We're going to exhale, come forward one more time, and take this into a side angle pose. The left knee will be bent, and the right arm goes up and over your ear. Can you focus on the grounding of both feet, the heels? Are you feeling the connection between the right foot and the right arm? As you release from this, we're going to come to center and take the arms out to the sides. And as you inhale, we'll take the arms up. As you exhale, get ready for pyramid pose. So really trying to extend that right leg, keeping the muscles engaged as you extend, and pressing through the entire foot. We're going to wrap your left arm back behind you and extend your right arm to the front of your mat. As you inhale, reaching the right arm up. One more, lengthening, reaching that right hip back as the arm comes forward. And then keep that length as you release your hand down, coming into triangle pose. As you press down to the left heel, reaching through the top of the head. Imagine lengthening both sides of your torso. As you inhale or release, we're going to bring all the weight onto your right foot and get ready for half moon. So again, extend that right leg, but keeping the muscles engaged. If the knee is bent a bit, that's okay. We want to use the muscle, not put all the weight on the joints. Engage your butt, your hips, and notice the breath. Choose any variation you like. I like to keep the hands off the ground because it helps me to develop strength in the pose. And with control, we're going to slowly release from this and set your left foot down on the ground. Inhale, chair. Exhale as you fold, just relaxing everything. We're going to end with some abduction. So we're going to cross your left leg back behind you, take all the weight into your right heel, and reach both of your arms forward. As you exhale, take your left leg straight out to the side and kick, engaging your right hip and glute. So inhale, cross the leg behind you, sitting back. Exhale, kick your left leg out to the side. 2 more. Really focus the weight into the heel. Exhale, kick. 1 more. Inhaling back. Exhale as you kick out. And release. Coming down into a squat. You're going to move your hips a little bit. Just shaking side to side or just gently moving side to side. I'm going to bring the hands to the center of the chest. And as you exhale, we're going to take your hands down to the ground and practice our crow pose. So remember, you don't need to lift your feet. Keeping the feet on the ground and feeling the weight into the hands is a good first step. Can you focus the breath into the back of your body? Keep the elbows pressing in towards each other. As you exhale, we'll release and go through any vinyasa of your choice or resting directly, either in child's pose or maybe sitting up on your heels. Taking a moment to settle the breath. From here, we're going to come forward into tabletop. When you're there, just one time, we're going to turn your head to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Then turn your head to the right, looking over your right shoulder. And then one cycle of cat and cow before going into a downward dog. And from your downward dog, the next time you exhale, either step or hop to the front of your mat. And once you're there, relaxing the head and the shoulders. Bending your knees, we're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Ending with the arms, inhaling as they extend up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll get ready for a chair pose. As you inhale, extending the arms for chair. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlacing the arms, we'll lift the right knee up. As you exhale, take the right leg slowly all the way back into a warrior three. If this is not okay, feel free to release the clasp at any point. Notice what you can relax in the pose. As you exhale, can you slowly release your right foot all the way back? Inhale, we'll extend the arms up into a high lunge, reaching through the spine. From here, bending the elbows, resting your head on your thumbs. Can you focus on drawing the elbows in towards each other as you extend through the spine? Strong in the legs, relaxing the neck. As you exhale, we'll release from this, hands to the ground. Stepping back into downward dog. As you inhale, we'll come forward to plank. Stay here or add a little push-up. Coming back to plank and downward dog. Next, inhalation, forward to plank again. And as you exhale, lowering to the ground. Taking the hands out for cobra. Inhale as you come up into cobra. As you exhale, we're going to turn gently to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And then turn to the right, over the right shoulder. And again, left. Exhaling, right. And releasing. Exhaling, going back through child's pose. Inhaling into tabletop. Exhaling, downward dog. In your downward dog, inhale, the left leg extends. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left arm. Then slide it down to the wrist and back up to the arm. Down to the wrist. Exhale, slide it up towards the armpit. One more time. Down. And then up to the armpit and back. The next time you exhale, we'll bring your left foot forward, taking your right knee down. Inhale, up. High lunge. Low lunge, sorry. As you exhale, we'll wave the arms back. Left hand to your back, the right arm extends up. As you exhale, release the right arm down. Get ready for a twist. The back heel comes up. We'll twist the left arm. We'll twist the spine. The left arm follows. We're going to get ready to weigh both of your feet so that you can lift up into the twist. Open arms. And magical wardrobe change, more like a battery fail. Following your breath, we'll exhale and let the arms sweep down. Inhale as it pauses in front of you. Exhale, it gently sweeps back. Inhaling to open. One more like that. Inhaling and pausing at the end. Exhale, returning to the twist. And as you inhale, pausing with open arms. feeling the movement of the breath and the twist. At the end of your inhalation, we'll exhale and release. Sweep your arms all the way open as you pivot to the other side of your mat. Get ready for side angle pose. The right elbow will come to the leg or the arm inside of your shin. Left arm reaches up and over. Can you focus on the grounding of your feet? And as you ground through the feet, imagine length through the spine. As you exhale or release from this, open the arms wide. Inhale, the arms will come up and we get ready for a triangle pose. Taking your right hand and wrapping it around your left waist. Make sure that you're extending your left leg, keeping muscular engagement in the leg as you straighten it. Pressing down to the entire foot. As you exhale, we're going to reach your left arm forward as your left hip goes back. Inhale, the left arm goes up again. Exhale, reach, feel the left hip reaching back in space. And keeping that length, the hand will release down wherever you feel comfortable. Coming into triangle pose. Exploring how you can maintain length to the left side of your torso. Feeling the breath somewhere. As you inhale, we'll take the left arm up and get ready for your half moon. So really trying to use the muscles of your leg. Anchor your heel. The glutes and the hip muscles are strong to support the weight of your body. Choosing any variation that you like to play around with. Notice what the breath is doing. And as you exhale or release, get ready to fold forward. And this time, the left foot will stay down, and we're going to take your right leg and cross it behind you. Make sure the left hip stays back in space. And then the arms will come forward. As you exhale, engage your glutes and kick your right leg straight out. Inhale with control, coming down, maybe just tapping the ground. Exhale, kick and press down through your left heel. Inhaling, arms forward. Exhaling to kick. One more. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, kicking out. And then releasing all the way down. And this time, we're going to set your right knee down to the ground. And we're going to take your left knee on top for cow face pose. So adjust your knees however feels good. This pose can also be done on your back if it's not okay to be seated for your knees. By taking the outside of each foot with each hand. So you choose what's best for you, and once you've found a comfortable position, it's coming back to trying to lengthen your exhalations. If you're seated, can you focus on grounding through your hips, your hip bones, your butt? You can remain upright with the chest if you're seated, or you can fold forward, arms in front of you. Meeting whatever sensations that arise with a long and even breath. At the end of your breath, we're going to release. Hands back behind you. You can either have your legs straight, or if it's better for you, you can have the knees bent. So you choose what's best. And either way, we're going to press your feet firmly into the ground. Press your fingertips and knuckles into the ground as you lift the chest. Keep the chin relatively close to your chest for a neutral neck. Focus on the space in between your shoulder blades lifting up. As you exhale, we'll release and get ready to switch. So taking your right knee over the left knee, I got confused. And then choosing whatever variation feels best for you. If you are seated, grounding through your butt bones, the inhalations and exhalations, even rhythm in and out of the nose. Maybe feeling your breath in your back, in your sides. And at the end of your breath, we'll begin to release. Unraveling your legs, taking the legs in front of you, maybe shaking it out a bit. We're going to take the last moment to play around with an arm balance. So please only do what feels okay for you. And we're starting with taking the outside of your right foot. And I'm just trying to take my entire thigh and hip back in space and then kick into my hand. Just kind of an active way to stretch and loosen the hip. You're going to take your right leg over your right arm, hugging the leg in against the arm and squeezing the elbows in towards each other. From this, maybe explore just lifting the left foot. So that might be a place to stay. Practice lifting that back foot. If it feels okay, you lift the back foot, reach the chest forward as you extend the legs. Try to avoid the shoulders dipping down too much. So please feel free to pause and work through that a little bit if you like. And go through any vinyasa of your choice, any movement with the breath that feels nice after you practiced. Okay, so we're going to try again on the left side. I should have done that side first because it would have been easier for you to see. Sorry about that. So coming to the front of your mat, however you want, you're going to take the left foot and just kind of move the hip around a little bit. So taking the entire leg back just as far as you can without forcing, and then kicking the foot into the hand. It doesn't matter if you don't move very much. Little by little, this can improve. As I'm kicking the leg, I'm engaging the muscles so it's not completely relaxed. Then take your knee as high as you can. Even if it's over your elbow, that's still okay. Hug your knee into your shoulder. That's really important. Clamp your heel down. And when you're ready, lean forward. Maybe today you stay in contact with the ground, or maybe try just to lift that back foot. If it feels possible or you want to try, lean the chest forward in space as you extend your legs forward and back in space. So this is taking Hanumanasana, the pose that we tried before in another practice, into an arm balance. So when you're done playing around with that, any movements that feel nice for you, any vinyasa of your choice. And when you're ready, coming to the front of your mat, however you want to get there. And just gently rolling all the way down onto your back. Well-deserved rest. Resting the feet on the ground, keeping the knees bent. We're going to end with a bridge pose just to stretch the front of the hips. Lifting the hips when you're ready. Bring the arms however feel good for you. Keeping a focal point of your breath somewhere, whether it's in and out of the nostrils, the feeling of the breath in the chest or in the stomach. It's using the breath to help you keep this present moment awareness. As you exhale, release from the pose and extend your legs up and arms up and just shake everything. Shake, 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 shake. Shake as much as you can. Just shake it in all directions. Shaking helps our body to release stress that we hold in the tissues and the muscles. And then just find a comfortable position for Shavasana. Allowing your attention to rest gently on the movement and sensation of your breath in your body. Today we begin Shavasana with a poem by Rumi called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them all at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. And this poem explains to me, mindfulness. We make the conscious decision to be present with what is, to welcome whatever arises, not giving titles of bad or good to what we feel. Just letting thoughts arise and allowing them to pass like clouds in the sky. And the knowledge that you can let them pass because you are not your thoughts. But just because you're thinking them doesn't make them true. And you are the calm that is present in between each breath, the peace underneath your thoughts and mental noise. Please remain here as long as you like. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. It means a lot to me, and I hope that you have a really nice day or evening.